Yeah, that shit crazy, man. Young Thug brother telling, huh? He's stitching. He done made a plea bargain, right?
You know, the boy 1090J.
Mm-hmm.
He just revealed this paperwork real bad.
So what 1090J say about him?
He basically said, like, y'all over here, y'all think Gunna snitch so bad. Y'all wrote him off. Y'all don't buy his music in the club.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, when in reality, Thug's own brother, you know,
Yeah.
it's worse than Gunna.
This what be going on, man. See, like I'm gonna say before, niggas been telling. This ain't nothing new about people snitching. They been snitching back in the days, but it wasn't as fashionable as it is now. I mean, back then, you have a mob group and say out of 25 people get knocked off, 2 on may tell. I mean, come on, the odds are, you know somebody gonna say something. Everybody ain't gonna keep it 100. But nowadays, even in my era, in the era before me, a lot of them guys that started telling, them guys looking at a life sentence by crack cocaine and a pistol. And they done been to state prison a few times. Because by the time the feds came in, a lot of these guys already had state cases. And then when them feds showed up, they came out with baseball numbers. And this is why a lot of them guys started telling. The amount of time that they were looking at was just some shit they never seen before. But these days, I don't think these dudes looking at a lot of time. Like Young Thug brother, what you say, looking at what, 9 years?
Yeah.
9 years, and you gonna go ahead and tell. 9 years, you only gonna do 7.5. You might as well just lay down and take the 7.5 and keep your dignity. A lot of them dudes in the 80s and the 90s, in the 2000s maybe, when that crack was out there, a lot of them dudes that started telling, I'm not agreeing with it, but a lot of them that started telling, the reason why is because they were looking at football numbers, life sentence, 50 years, 60 years. You ain't gonna never get out. That's why a lot of them started telling. I'm not agreeing with it, but I'm telling you the odds, the amount of time that they were finna get was like way uphill. And they were like, damn, I'm gonna get 100 years for the crack? Nigga, I want to make it like $40, $2,000 a week. I'm gonna get a life sentence. But these dudes today, he only looking at 9 years, and you wanna smash your brother. Man, you supposed to go do that time and come home, but go out there and get thick, work out, eat good, read you a couple of books, and come on back home. That's what he's supposed to do. Shit. For real. Man, this shit sad out here. They only got no win out here. I wouldn't dare be out there doing nothing right now. I mean, your ass they gonna lay your ass down, man, cause I don't really know what type of y'all, I don't even know the shit they involved in. Y'all involved in too much danger. They involved in too much danger shit, shooting up houses and killing people. I can see y'all were just getting money. Y'all, they lock y'all up for hustling. They ain't locking them up for hustling. They locking them up for shooting that motherfucker, running gangs and committing murders. It's different. And you're still only looking at 9 years. Man, get the fuck out of here. Y'all looking at 9 years. These niggas was selling crack, probably sold an ounce to the wrong person and had a gun in the car, and he looking at a life sentence. And he ain't killed nobody. He ain't killed nobody. He could have two prior drug. He could have a prior gun charge and a prior drug charge of minor shit. He could probably had a 22. Got caught with that, and then got caught with 4 20s of crack cocaine because he went on the corner selling. And then 4 years later, he get caught with an ounce and a pistol together, and then he looking at a life sentence. That nigga ain't really never made no money in his life. He ain't never really made no motherfucking money. What you think he finna do when they tell him he finna get 40 years? He ain't never made no money. He ain't never had an opportunity to make. Every time he tried to make some money, something happened. He gonna tell. You got these dudes now in Young Thug case. 9 years, you gonna tell? On your brother? And you already had a suspended sentence of 10 years. He got to suspend this. They can't give you no more than 10 years. You got to suspend the sentence. Man, tell the motherfucker run that shit. Man, say, man, come pick me up on Tuesday and take me to the motherfucking reception center so I can get my motherfucking number and lay my ass down and get my main motherfucking camp and get my motherfucking canteen straight so I can motherfucking start doing this motherfucking time and get my ass motherfucking back home. Man, that's what you supposed to tell the motherfucker right there. That's what you supposed to tell them. See, y'all don't got an attitude no more. That's what you supposed to say, man, look at here, man. Hurry up and get me back to this motherfucking county jail. So I motherfucking lay my ass down. Matter of fact, what time chow is? I'm motherfucking hungry. Get me out this motherfucking courtroom. Get me out this motherfucking courtroom, man. Take me back to the motherfucking county jail, man. Shit, I'm finna what? I already got a yen, motherfucker. Shit, I used to be home for 6 years, nigga. I ain't finna go smash my brother. And I know I can't get no more than 10 years. Oh, he did a plea. What the plea agreement was?
I don't even know. You gotta go look it up. Let me see.
Tell me what the plea agreement was. Shit, man. Y'all crazy, man. This shit sad out here. Shit ain't safe, no, man. You might as well just start your business. Get out the motherfucking streets. Cause that shit ain't worth it. It ain't worth it, bro. You know? 9 years? You put us in man suit, man. Hurry up and get me back to the motherfucking county jail, man. So I can motherfucking lay my ass down, get my money, give all my people, right? And man, get my money together, man. As soon as I leave, I need to have my money in my books. I need to have my money in my books. So when I get to my camp, get myself situated, I go to the canteen the first day and get everything I need. See, that's how you gotta prepare yourself when you get ready to go. That's how you supposed to prepare yourself. But these dudes here, man, I got to see this shit. This shit gonna really happen. I got to see if this dude gonna really testify on his brother. And if he do, I got something to say about that. For real. Let's see what 1090J say.
Y'all rocking with me, and for this video, we're gonna be speaking on UNFOONK, the YSL member who snitched worse than Gunna. With the release of Gunna's new song addressing his snitching, a video went viral of the song killing the
They making song about
Dirt called him
that
a
shit
rat
stupid.
while speaking with academics. Boosie called him a rat while speaking with Vlad, and it's uncertain who actually within hip hop is willing to stand next to him. But come to find out, this is the YSL indictment that not only snitched worse than Gunna, but betrayed his own blood brother, Young Thug. 34-year-old Quantavy.
Hold on, let me put this up on the computer, man, so I can really hit this motherfucking shit. Let me see. I gotta hear this shit.
What do you guys don't know? I'm pretty sorry, man. I did it.
Let me see.
Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090 Jake, and I'm rocking with y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're gonna be speaking on UNFOONK, the YSL member who snitched.
Come on, man.
Boosie called him a rat while speaking with. He snitched worse than Gunna. He full-on betrayed his own blood brother.
Man.
34-year-old Quantavious Greer, who raps by the name UNFOONK, has recently been exposed for snitching worse than Gunna in another case of selective politicking. One of 28 men indicted in the YSL case, UNFOONK also took a plea deal which spared him a prison sentence and ultimately set him free on probation. Charged with conspiracy to violate the RICO Act and theft by receiving a stolen firearm, UNFOONK would receive a 12-year prison sentence with 2 years credited as time served, while the remaining
Okay.
10 years was to be served on probation.
Okay.
He'd be required to perform 750 hours of community service, stay away from firearms, and commit no criminal acts. But in return, he'd admit to a long list of questions specifically designed to convict those higher up in the YSL food chain, such as his own brother, Young Thug. As part of the special conditions of his sentencing, UNFOONK agreed to testify that YSL is a gang. He'd admit to being a member of the Goodfellas gang and becoming associated with YSL in 2019. He'd admit that in 2 separate occasions he spoke with YSL members on securing protection for a YSL member in jail and getting revenge on another inmate for harming a YSL member in jail. He'd agree to testify discussing the use of a drone to fly cell phones into the jail.
Damn.
And acknowledge multiple gang identifiers of YSL.
How you telling them all that?
To confirm YSL is in fact a gang. He'd agree he has personal knowledge of members of YSL having committed criminal acts such as murder, robbery, etc., and understands that if he takes back anything he's admitted to testifying, his plea deal will be revoked.
So what?
Not only would he sign his initials next to everything he agreed to, but court transcripts would also show he answered yes to every question inside of a courtroom and in front of a judge. With UNFOONK pleading out in December of 2022, he'd only last 5 months before violating his probation. He was pulled over by Atlanta police for the window tint on his Mercedes when they located a Glock handgun inside of the vehicle. Going in front of a judge, he was spared nothing.
I mean, I understand him having a Glock because it's a rule in the street. I'd rather be carried by 12. I know I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6. Something like that. It's a street rule. I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6. But the thing about it, though, if you saying I'm on probation, you got to remove yourself from that type of environment to where you have to possess something like that. You got to just get away from that shit if you're trying to stay free. See, if staying free the most important thing, you have to say, man, I can't be involved in that shit, man. Fuck that shit. But, you know, he still want to be gangster.
But prison
Shit.
was UNFOONK's second home, as he'd already spent much of his life in there.
Oh.
He would have spent the remainder of his life sentence in prison if it wasn't for Young Thug.
Ooh, now come on now. See, now I know what type of nigga you is. You like prison. You can't be trusted. A nigga who going back and forth to prison like you'll do anything to stay. You'll go anything, do anything to go back in that motherfucker. Yeah, you like to go in that motherfucker. You ride around in the Mercedes with the Glock. And you on probation, nigga. Late night with dog tent. Nigga, you supposed to have clear windows, have somebody drive you around, and don't be smoking nothing. You don't even supposed to be smoking right now. Nothing. You got 10 years. You got to suspend the sentence.
2007, UNFOONK arranged the robbery of 2 men who had cashed a $1,500 check.
Oh, you ain't no motherfucking hustler, nigga. You a robber. You definitely can't be motherfucking trusted.
Victims unknowingly gripping him, he approached the vehicle in all black demanding the money. They gave it up as he...
Man, you robbed nigga for $1,500, man. Nigga, you wasn't getting no motherfucking money out there, man. Nigga, you robbed a nigga for $1,500? Nigga, you wasn't getting no motherfucking money, man. Stop that shit, though, man.
Went in their pockets, and when they told the victims to walk away, one of the men threw his jacket at UNFOONK, who opened fire, shooting the man in the stomach and ultimately killing him. UNFOONK and his co-defendant would be indicted by Fulton County in 2010, and months later, sentenced to life in prison. In an interview with Beehive Atlanta, UNFOONK would share the story of how back in 2017, he was sitting in a prison cell when he got a call from Young Thug on his cell phone. Now a superstar in the rap game, Thug would tell him his new lawyer was none other than Brian Steele, the most notorious hip-hop lawyer in Atlanta who's currently representing Thug in the YSL indictment. UNFOONK would later speak with the lawyer who promised his release within the next 2 years, and in a series of appeals and motions, Young Thug was able to finance and essentially buy back his brother's freedom. A selfless act that would end in betrayal, as UNFOONK, who only served 11 years of his life sentence, agreed to testify against the very gang Young Thug is alleged to have founded. Maybe it's the fact that Gunna's a successful rapper that makes him the most hated within the YSL indictment. But in all reality, there's many more that have done worse against YSL and specifically against Thug, who have yet to be publicly shamed.
See, now y'all nigga think I was tripping when I was talking about he need to take the motherfucking 120 months or whatever you're trying to get the fuck out the way. Cause you got nigga like this gonna hop on your motherfucking case. You know? Shit. That's why you gotta know when to goddamn fold them, man. When you in the streets, you gotta know when to fold them, man. If you don't, your ass out of there, man. For real.
I do feel bad. That's his own brother.
Man, shit, they don't give a damn. That nigga done got, man, this shit sad, man. They don't care. They don't give a damn.
At all.
Shit. They don't give a damn. Make it happen or you capping.